Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? What's happening? Happy Tuesday. This is Ken Cloutier of GetMotivatedForSuccess.com. Down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, I teach network marketers, entrepreneurs, home business owners like you and your friends how to generate leads for your business, sponsor more reps, and make more money. So welcome to another live broadcast of Mind Your Business. So tonight, what I'm going to be talking about, I want to give you some leadership tips on how to keep your business team together, right? Because what's the sense of growing your business, your business network, if you have people falling by the wayside, you have people quitting, you have people leaving? You don't make money that way, right? You make money by, selling products, sponsoring people, and having them stick so they can start duplicating you. So I want to give you some tips, and the reason why I named this broadcast "One Size Does Not Fit All" is because that is the truth. So if you have any comments or questions as I'm going along, feel free to drop a comment below. Give me some hearts, give me some thumbs up, thumbs down, sad face, smiley face, whatever. Give me some action. We're good with that. But let me go ahead and get this kicked off here. So what do I mean by one size does not fit all? How many of you drop a one below in the comment section if either yourself or potentially maybe your upline leader has ever stood in front of the room, right? In front of the team, and was like, you need to be prospecting more, you need to be showing the plan more, you need to be selling more, you need to be buying more, you need to be doing more. If you guys want to make some money, this is what you need to do. You guys, your dreams aren't big enough. How come you only want to make $200? Have you guys ever experienced that before? Or am I like the only one that has ever experienced that? Or am I the only one that's ever done that, right? Because part of what I'm going to be sharing with you today is stupid stuff that I did, looking back, that probably shouldn't have. So one size doesn't fit all. And what that means is that there's going to be different desire levels in your organization, within your organization. So, one person might be like, yeah, I want to make $1 million. Well, for every person in your organization, the 5% that are like, I want to make $1 million, there's probably 80% that are completely satisfied with making $500 a month. Their goal is to not just make $500 a month, but really they enjoy the fellowship. They like being around the team. They like the association. They like the friendships, right? So for majority of the people on your team, believe it or not, it's not to make $1 million and be the top earner of the company. It's actually, they like to kick it around your team. They like to hang out. They have friends. They have crossline. They have upline. They have downline. They like the cause, whatever, right? But they're not so set on, I want to make $1 million. I want to make $500,000 like the 5% of people on your team, like maybe like you and one other person. Okay, so keep that in mind as a leader, as an up-and-coming leader in your organization, right? Right now it might just be you. Maybe it's 5 other people on your team. But as you continue to grow, if you heed this tip, this warning that I'm giving you, that mistakes that I have made, is to be careful not to try and put everybody in the same boat. Don't put everybody in the same category that they all want to make $1 million like you do. So rather than getting up in front of the room and saying, you're a sap, you don't have a backbone, you have no guts if you're not contacting 10 people a day, because if you want to make good money, that's what you need to do. Well, you're turning off 90% of the people in the room. You're turning off 90% of the people in the room. And the reason why a lot of them quit is because they don't want to disappoint you. Well, 2 reasons. Number 1, they don't want to disappoint you. They're thinking to themselves, well, hey, I like the camaraderie, I like the team, the fellowship, I like hanging around, and if Ken's telling me that I need to make a lot of money, I need to contact 10 people a day, I'm not doing enough work, blah, 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 then I don't want to disappoint Ken, so you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and ride off into the sunset, kind of disappear, and I don't have to worry about disappointing Ken. because he thinks I want to make $1 million when really I only want to make 200 and hang out with the team. That's real talk there, guys. This isn't just some made up theory. That's how a majority of people feel on your team. The second reason that people will leave and quit is because they don't like being talked to like that, right? Unless you as the leader are absolutely 100% displaying everything you're expecting them to do, if you're not doing it as a leader, how can you expect those people to do it? And even worse is when they find out and figure out that you aren't doing everything you're telling them to do. I know this hurts some people. If you're doing that, I highly recommend against it, because you're going to lose your team. You're going to lose a large majority of your team. So don't have the attitude that everybody wants to make $1,000 or $1 million or $500,000 in your company, that's on your team. Make it, if you're going to talk to a large group of people, the larger the group of people, the more general you want to make it. The larger the group of people, the more general the teaching should be. Now, when you want to talk to the $1 million producers, right? You want to talk to the ones, the 5%ers that are like, man, I'm tearing it. I want to tear this thing out for the frame, blah, 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 blah. Well, then what you might want to do is have some sort of a challenge. Maybe it's, hey, whoever contacts 10 people per day for the next week, we want to separate them from the 80%ers. So whoever does that, we're going to have a meeting on this day. We're going to have a webinar on this day. We're going to do something exclusive away from the rest of the 80%ers, so that you can talk a little more hardcore with those people that want to make $1 million. But for you to stand up in front of your entire team and hammer them like you would hammer people that want to make $1 million, you're just going to blow out a lot of your people. So understand that, one size does not fit all. As you mature in your leadership skills and your people skills, you realize that what motivates one person doesn't motivate the other person. In fact, what motivates one person may completely unmotivate another person. So you have to be cognizant, you have to be smart, you have to be aware of, who am I talking to? Who is my audience, right? Who is my audience? If you know who your audience is, you can then adjust the way you teach, the way you talk to them. If you know your audience is a bunch of brand new people that are, they're just getting their feet wet, they have no clue what they're doing, you're not going to hammer them, are you? If you're talking to an audience of people that have been around for some time, they've told you they want to be $1 million producer, their actions are backing it up, you can teach a little more tough, right? You can play that tough love a little bit more with them than with a new person, or people that are just satisfied making a couple $100 and like to be around the team, because that's what the majority of your team wants. So one size does not fit all. Understand who your audience is. That's one of the things one of my upline always taught me, is know your audience. Know who you're talking to. Don't try and get too deep. Don't try and get too basic, but know who you're talking to. And that's something that being around people, reading people skill books, studying people, over time you get to start to read people, so you know who your audience is and how you can handle that particular training or that particular session. But remember, not everybody in your company, on your business team wants to make $1 million. It's fact. Not everybody does. I know we all act, I want to make $1 million. I want to, financial independence. Yes, there is a percentage of people on your team that want to do that. But there's a greater percentage of people that just want to kick it. They want to relax. They want to have fun. They want to buy product. They want to be a customer with friends. That's all they want to do. So why would you push them away? Because they can always change their mind. They could always become hungry, more ambitious to make more money. But why blow them out, right? Why blow them out? You want more. The more people on your team, the better. So don't just try and, speak all tough and hardcore and blow 90% of your business team out, all because you're trying to relate to the 5%ers. Segregate it a little bit. Take the 5%ers and do a special training for them where you can go a little more hardcore and you're not going to blow people out. But if you're talking to your entire team, know your audience. Know your audience. Who are you speaking to? How long have they been in? What are their wants, needs, and desires? What are their problems? Speak to those things and you'll hold your business team together. So take it from me. I've messed this up numerous times, guys, because I was that guy. I want to make $1 million. I don't want to, cut through all the foo-foo, right? I want the people that want to take action, right? That was me. And I blew a lot of people out on my team. Now we still have, thank God, we still have a good sized team, but if I wasn't stupid, how many more people would I have had, right? So learn from me, all right? I made the mistake, learn from me, know your audience. One size does not fit all. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment below. For those of you that are in network marketing, home business, and you're struggling to get more prospects to see your product, service, or opportunity, click the link above the video. It might be below the video, where you can learn how to attract your perfect customer, your perfect person to sponsor by doing a few simple things, by learning a few laws. So if you're interested in learning about that, how you can start attracting more customers and prospects for your product, service, or opportunity, click the link above or below, or you can go to www.getmotivatedforsuccess.com/mastery. All right, guys, if you got value from this, feel free to share, drop a comment below, check out the video, check out the link to learn how to attract more customers and business owners for your product, service, or opportunity. So with that being said, guys, this is Ken Cloutier of GetMotivatedForSuccess.com down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Enjoyed sharing with you guys. Hope you guys got some great value. Learn the lesson from me. Please, I made the mistake. Don't you make the same mistake. And we'll see you tomorrow night with another live episode of Mind Yo Business. Yes, yes, yes. Have a good night. Take care.